the research and stuff like that.
Tell me the habits of my opponents.
Oh, Julies, I should say, for Nitro. Julies and a Kip.
I think this is tough because if Liquid get that good start, I think it could just be like Dust 2 all over again. And this map you can really outplay. Like if you have like skill-wise better players, smarter players around the A side of the map, you can outplay a T side heavily on this if you have a good start on the CT side. But nice little stack of 2 players there. Julie's coming out with the first frag, drawing first blood. And the rest of Rogue will rush up long in towards the A bomb site where a NAF waits, he spots, and surely he gives the information to his teammates, just needs to stay alive. Twist will not allow a Rogue Eco into the bomb site.
But the bomb does go down. A chance here, but not much of one. It's Nitro on the Julies on the retake here. He'll be subdued, but overall it looks like Liquid will be running away with this. Just Sek, who needs to find lots of kills at the very final mark of the round, but there it is. 3 players survive. I saw Hiko. Was he trying to sneak in towards the B-bomb side? His teammates ran through. Twist was having none of it, and the defuse will come through. No problem at all there. Liquid pick it up. Bomb planted though. So I would say a couple more kills, maybe to see a buy in the second round. All the teams are experimenting with that these days, but they haven't really got the resources to justify it. Maybe it'll just get a few PT50s here, a smoke or 2, or straight in with the Galil. Sick is feeling it. Okay. These 2 teams love a force buy, it seems.
I think those Julies are very situational in case there was a high concentration of opponents in the connector position, because outside of that kind of close range, I don't find them very reliable at all.
Ooh.
So far, so good for Monsieur Elige. Jablanowski.
Was that a burst fire, or was it just him bursting? I think it was just him bursting, but it looked like a burst. Oh my. That could have been something, but like Twist didn't quite have the vision. I'm not sure if if it was the flash or what. It's a pretty deep position as well. Rogue coming into this towards playground at a late timing. They try to walk long. Nafly is close with the MP9 though, in the bathrooms. He's going to spot 2 players. That is actually huge information. That's 2 of the 4 players. He'll flash himself across, knowing he has to reposition on the site to defend. And that poses a problem for Rogue, because the information is there now for the CTs. And look, Stewie has sewers and connector as well. Team Liquid are swimming in information right now.
40 seconds remaining. Rogue with 3 smokes still. Execution certainly on the cards. They have 1 player in the form of Hiko again, who will be on the other side of the map. He'll join his fellow teammates. They go for a contact play towards A. Basically means get as close as you can without being detected. As soon as you are, everyone commits.
20 seconds on the clock. Nafly didn't really have the weapon for the job. Warms him up a little, but the microwave's been turned off. Nitro and Stewie versus 4. Again, not the best equipment, only MSL low at the moment, no grenades either, so is it suicide to continue this campaign? Stewie is not having any of it with his AUG, he's miles away. So it seems Rogue will quickly reset them.
Seems to be the case. Bit of a gamble to buy up in the second round, but one that pays off. Means a couple of your players will have almost nothing. See, Hiko does a deagle, no armor. Nico had a similar situation. But there we go. They win the round. MSL with 3 kills there. Great job with the AK-47. And indeed, they'll save the MP9 and the AUG. That's Nitro and Stu. They will certainly buy up next round. If this series is anything to go by, Stewie can hear players towards playground. And oh my goodness, that was almost the end. Nice foul. Could have been a very quick finish there. But his MSL waiting for the aggression and nails every single shot. That was against the MP9 towards bank. Then closes out with the 3rd. That guaranteed the round just there. Great stuff.
Mad frag MSL.
Seems to be the case.
Forget Nico. Good MSL. I see how that might be confusing, given that there is an Nico on this team. It's not a bad catch, Elige. Did he get 2 tags there? My goodness. That's going to be problematic. 4 versus 5 already, early in the round, before Rogue have really done too much. Now for the deep position on sewers. Team Liquid actually have a lot to work with right now.
Can they convert it to a victory? Still plenty of time here for Rogue to recover. Vice will Have a Molotov and detects potential threat on the other side. Molotov down just to flush it out. You don't want to face check those positions by yourself. 1 minute remaining. Elise with the scouts. And we're certainly going to hit that one. Takes Nika down to 6. That will do. He got the advantage. She's confirmed other players tagged. And that's what he wants. With his MP9s and the Deagle there, damage inflicted is enough for him.
Pressure's really on at this point. They've lost a player. They've got Nico tagged. The information is way in favor of Team Liquid. This is a situation where you start to feel very uncomfortable on Rogue.
Eco spinning in circles outside the party area. Seems some uncertainty for Rogue, as Dan alluded to. Pushing into the site now with 20 seconds on the clock, but that is a huge advantage for Nitro. He is just tantalizingly just waiting for these frags to come in. Just the one for him, but Leash will follow up, and they are completely surrounded. Acupuncture by force. Needles from all sides.
Well, there it is.
Kaplunk.
Kaplunk, I like that. That's a good one. The Liege doing all the work. So much damage with that scout. Managed to get an ultimate kill as well. No plants. 2-1 Liquid. Third and final map here. They're going for a buy. Oh, you can see it's a little bit ropey. Right there at the last few seconds. Timeouts are there if you need them. So they've got 2 AKs and 3 pistols here. Hiko again with no armor. Just a Deagle. He has really been quite selfless.
Team Liquid have been playing very well around the bathrooms so far. That's one thing that's always very interesting to witness, like players and teams that play the bathroom positions intelligently, because there's so much in a way of repositioning opportunities. It's difficult to play against as a T side. You've got to have great grenade usage to really deal with that. And in this case, Team Liquid will give it up. They don't need to try to take advantages in bathrooms. They have advantages already in weaponry and utility. So
yeah,
they've just fallen back to the bomb site.
They also have full information along as well. At least with the AK there, means they can happily play 2 on the sites. And B is a little bit exposed, I suppose, but we'll see if they can fend it off. All 5 for Rogue. Start to head towards short. Here's Stewie hearing the footsteps. Flashfall was monster for him, but he needs to worry about shorts, and they'll be absolutely fine by the looks of things. Bomb goes down, and Twist is there to clean up. Just 1 kill given away. It'll be 3-1 overall. Twist with 4 kills there. So, well played. Money absolutely ruined for Rogue, as they sit on around $2,000 per player. Full eco on the cards, 4-1. Pretty much guaranteed, and Stu reading it well. He'll get an MP9 instead of investing without utility, and he can farm some cash here. So nothing purchased at all, not even a flash. $0 in round number 5. Vice and Nico yet to frag.
Charging through with the oh my days.
Ooh, the tactical nuke.
Oh dear. Armageddon. On to the next one. 4-1 in favor of Team Liquid.
Might as well get them over with quickly, I suppose.
Absolutely no issues with that. Rogue back on the buy now. Bring out the AKs. All right, time for the game to begin once again. Liquid in a good spot to build some cash. They can be successful if they can win this round with confidence. And Rogue want to keep Liquid poor and start the comeback. They are 3 rounds down now. Don't want that to get worse. Smokes, flashes, Nitro getting into an aggressive position with Alicia as well, but he's fallen off.
Yeah,
was he supposed to be boosted behind that wall?
Yeah, they wanted to get the AK up there. It's not a big deal, it didn't happen. No one died or took any damage, but not what they wanted at least.
Two-man setup long. It's interesting. I mean, we have seen Rogue try to move long a few times already with quite a few players. And you always have the option to push as well and try to get a flank going. And it looks like Rogue are moving towards B now. Retaking connector, shuffling it back around towards Monster. They don't have sewers though, and Twist is taking a forward position on shorts. So what's the play now here for Liquid? Do they just wait and see what happens, or do they try to get some information? Flash Twist into sewers perhaps. Rotate, NAF. They're pushing along as well, and here comes Rogue into sewers.
Okay, Vice, that's not bad. And Stewie's surely done for here. He can't get two. They will shut him down eventually, but now Fly's arriving on the crime scene. There's been enough time to reposition, but the aim not quite there. Goes for the spam. And it's now a 3 versus 2. The rotating CTs. Actually, a pretty promising position, but not for long. Great shot from Hiko. Elige is there, has to take that shot to bring it into a winnable situation, but they know exactly where he is now. He has the kit, he has a bit of utility as well, and both Ts are in the same position.
Follow-up HE does no damage, basically. 2 HP, I think. He has time. Doesn't know where they are. Oh, he was close, but not quite. Second round in the bag for Rogue. Again, it was a chance for Liquid to build some money, but that hasn't been the case. They do have money to buy once again, and they will. But Rogue will keep them honest as they look to claw back another 2 rounds. There are shortcomings, ironically, on the Rogue side, despite winning the round. The Galil for Vice instead of an AK-47.
Absolutely true.
Nico 0 for 6, Vice 1 for 5. A familiar story to Dust 2, where at least 2 of the team members were just not really getting it done.
Nitro on the AWP this time. Elige playing off his shot. As soon as Nitro fires a bullet, that'll be his cue to swing. Miss or hit, he'll be committing. As they wait patiently now. Nitro doesn't feel 100% safe, and we'll go check out the T-steps. Flash is just so deadly, and it's worked out. Converted to a kill. Nitro needs to get the hell out of that. I don't think he will. Good shot. Can he get a second? Not quite.
Thought he had it. Nafly can't hold either. Rogue need this momentum. They need a consecutive round. Grenades towards the A site. Twist is in situ. Stewie is not. Out with the Aug. Goodbye, Twist. Aug is with Stewie. 1 versus 4. Had some difficulties on the B bomb site so far, Stewie, in the last 2 rounds. All round. And this situation is not much better for him.
No kit, no nades. Looking for frags, but you can see the money being drained from Liquid here. Rogue, a tactical prowess we discussed going into this one. It's yielding some fruit. You saw that lovely flashbang where the setups Liquid could potentially drop on them. Flash guaranteed them a kill. They pounced on that opportunity. Nitro dropped his 1 there as well. And now Stewie, nothing you can do with this, I'm afraid. That bomb's going off. No exits either. Clean round from Rogue. 3 players make it 4 survive. Org in the hands of Vice. Gets his 2nd kill of the game. That's the flash from MSL. Flash goes in. Look how quickly they pounce upon it. Really nice stuff. MSL gets the trade on the orb. That was a very important frag. MSL, he was one of the missing players in Dust 2, and anything but on Overpass. You guys said he would perform, and certainly delivering.
Yeah, that's the preparedness that is why this is a good map for MSL or MSL teams. The meticulousness is absolutely up his street. But of course, there is the output of Team Liquid to deal with. Twist starting 11-1 in the previous map. Not looking so good just yet.
Very quiet right now. That will soon change. 1 player in the bathroom, that's going to be Stu. He has got one of the only rifles. Already in position. But very quiet. Another flashbang will go in, but he is aware. Ready for it. Nails the headshot. That's the cue for his teammate to swing as well, but hiding behind the rocks, Rogue still in this one.
I wonder if you heard the flash being thrown from that distance, or if it was the few steps that gave the game away that a flash was probably coming in. Either way, the balcony's being smoked off. Nafly will go for a timing shot, maybe? Seems so, yeah, indeed he will, but he won't find anything from it. Follow-up grenade, and it's another nothing doing round for Team Liquid. It's suicide at this point, unless Elige can find something, but he will be betrayed by the flames, not spotting Hiko. Free kill for him. They'll pick up the AK-47 or whatever it was. And start to move away. Now they've got things to save, Team Liquid. Momentum firmly with Rogue. Stewie getting slightly more out of it, but making it expensive for Rogue as well. Those kills do have impact, as there are plenty of rounds to come in this half. But now maybe Sick has the advantage. Round the Rosie, and there is the ring.
Stu goes down, but they do save the AK-47. Rogue certainly back in this game with 3 rounds in a row. Liquid will have cash, but Naf with the scout, does he want to throw that away and upgrade or keep the money strong? He opts to hold on to it, get the utility instead, and keep $3,500. Still fine. This has to be very clever in his approach with that scout. No warp on the T side. Molotov towards shore from Hiko. Smoke as well towards the B side. So making sure there's no real aggression. That smoke has not worked out for him.
It's holding very passively Rogue towards party. I mean, they've seen some. Sorry, playground. They've seen so many pushes. They're taking it real slow. Nitro's really close with a Liege here. No smoke up. Will they do any boost shenanigans? No. Giving it up before seeing anything. So Liquid don't really have any info this round either. They're playing on the sites. Liege will push the bathrooms a bit. But not too much. Liquid are giving Rogue all the space on the map to do whatever the hell they want.
Love this flash.
Yeah, that's pretty sexy.
I forgot that one.
Yeah, I haven't seen it for a while. Well, they go towards short. Stewie trying to bait and twist the best he can. Flashes are decent. The Rogue have been very effective towards B. Hiko opens things up. Can he find a second? I don't think so. He does nail it, however. Now for that scout, great work. Has to go to the Deagle.
He's done good damage. He's made it doable for Elige. I don't know if his position has been revealed as a Molotov. He's going to go around a long way, so maybe they know where he is after all. Hiko at 5 HP. I don't know if Elige will have a position to throw a HE unless he clears barrels first and bounces it off. But then he would lose the element of surprise, which may be an advantage. I don't know if the body just blocks the vision of Nico there. Spots him again. There we go. Now it's just one bullet away. The pre-fire. There's the HE bouncing off the wall. And Hiko has to almost say goodbye. Still alive! Oh no! What happened there? It seemed some hesitation from Elige. And so close, you'll never know how close.
The fact that Hiko was even alive in the first place. Let's not forget Twist's initial peek from the pillars. Wow. There was like this weird pause where he just didn't shoot Hiko for some reason, and Hiko kills 2 people. For him to then survive and win the round like this is just ridiculous.
Oh, it's the scrappiest kill as well.
He went from 5 HP to 4 HP.
Yeah.
The grenade did 1 HP?
Yep. That's mad. I thought that grenade was destined to kill him.
Anime betrayals.
Well, Stewie's gone for the AWP purchase here. Can we just bring up the money and have a look how that's affected them overall? So I think it was Naf that potentially dropped it. Yeah, he did. So Naf dropped the AWP to Stewie. Massive gamble here, but I guess if you have players like Twist who are capable of those sort of things, maybe it's not such a gamble after all. Great pick. They can't recover that rifle.
You got to tag us one to Nico with the scout. And we've seen this round before.
Wow, Stewie, okay. All right.
He's for real. Oh my goodness. And they don't finish him off. He was low, let's not forget. That was Nico was softened up by the scout.
Yeah.
So that really should have gone to Liquid. This is definitely a chance now for
He
Rogue.
can throw weapons away in that position if he wants to, but maybe things are a bit too chaotic right now to consider that.
They need to get to a bomb site. Nitro's made his way through the B bomb site. He knows it's clear for the time being. They seem to be stuck on long, and there are 2 Liquid players waiting for them on the A bomb site. Unlikely a flank will come in soon, but their options are dwindling. Rogue. That's a nice way to open things up, though. And now Twist has a lot to do with a Deagle and 9 HP. If they plant for the toilet position, it could have been something. It'll probably be nothing. Nitro will fall as well.
That's so bad, isn't it? It goes from a 5-on-3 to 3 players surviving for Rogue and winning the round. It was looking so good at that Stewie flank. He preempted the player towards the bathrooms as well. Narrowly missed it on the shot. We thought the trade would come through, but it's Nico getting 3 in total. Gets the AWP, nails that shot towards bank. And here we are, 6-4 on the T side of Overpass. It's a tactical timeout for Liquid. Nitro 3 and 7 buys up the AWP. We'll see if they fancy another one. I doubt it, but time will tell.
There's quite a few rounds it feels as though where Liquid have been very close, and it's just by the skin of their teeth it's gone the way of Rogue.
Yeah.
And it really adds up here. 6 rounds on this T side with the start that Liquid had. It's got to be frustrating for them. full buy though. All the orcs coming out. That's a great HE, my god.
A lot of damage.
Not too shabby.
That reminds me of like the old Call of Duties when everyone would like throw the nades at the beginning, like
nades.
spawn, and people would randomly die. Like as someone that didn't know the game, I was just like, I don't understand.
It was Call of Duty 2 was the main offender for that.
Yeah.
There was a lot of stuff going on there as Nitro starts to find some form now. And it's going to be an opening kill to the rival in-game leader and sniper of MSL. They have mid control.
Oh, okay. He's crept through the smoke with the bomb. That's a problem.
It's not a move you'd recommend.
Yeah, I think that's an issue that they're going to have to deal with now.
I guess it's one of those things is like, oh, we've lost a pick. I'm going to try and make a play here, guys. I guess he might not realize he had the bomb. But yeah, definitely don't do that at home.
It could be that somebody drops it on him and didn't say.
Yeah.
But either way, this is the situation for Rogue.
Yeah, quite a predicament.
That is, it continues to be a problem. It must be said. The smokes have gone now, but we're at the 30-second mark and it's a two-man disadvantage. And they've given the bomb away. Ooh.
One by one we go, boys.
That is the tightest of angles.
Could have just smoked it and got it, but here we are.
Off they go. Well, there are basically 4 people protecting the bomb, and they've left the B bomb site with 1 person in a 5 versus 2. How will this play out for them? There are 10 seconds. Hiko's got to find the right angle. The bell gets rung, and Hiko's still alive.
Just about 1 HP. Is that the Vice here? He will have to fight every kill, and he gets nothing. Hiko wins this. Okay.
Too much time spent in the smoke, maybe. Indecision, hesitation, but this was perhaps inevitable after throwing the bomb to their opponent.
Yeah, that was just a round over as soon as he did that. And the approach after wasn't much better.
A new baby was born, they came bearing gifts. They were like, oh, kind of need that, but it was too awkward to ask. And it went from bad to worse. We've all been there.
Well, we haven't had enough biblical references yet, so I appreciate that.
It's the second time you've randomly inserted babies into the like
was the first
somehow
time?
tied it into Counter-Strike.
Yeah, what was the first one?
The first one was I said you got to have 2, and he said just like babies or something like that.
Oh, yeah, that is
Oh,
true.
right, yeah.
See,
Always got to have 2 babies, famously. And that's when we said something about only children or something. It was all got a bit weird at that point. Anyway, B rush, a little bit more traditional, as Stewie will try and gun them down. Not going to work out. He does a little bit of damage, but it's up to Twist now. He goes on an absolute rampage. Hiko-Nico combo. Getting it done, as now the bomb will be planted, and that's a pretty harsh reset as well. Liege and Nitro have no choice but to save. You can see their catch is absolutely done. Nothing left.
that is mental, isn't it?
B rush, boys.
Oh my. Yeah, sometimes it just works. Sometimes it works. You're on top of your game, hitting those entry frags, and the speed means that your team gains position so quickly that there's just no chance for the CTs to retake in time.
I need to know the odds, man. You gotta start wondering. You know, if you're a Liquid player, it starts to get warm. Take your jumper off. Things are getting hot. Turn the aircon on. Why are my palms clammy?
Well,
The other day I did the Xantares. I got like a cloth and like wipe my mouth, dry my hands. So,
Sometimes you need
sweaty
to
hands.
just like, you know, natural oils. Sometimes you got to clean your mouth.
yeah, and other bodily fluids as well. Who knows? A lot of stuff going on when you play CS.
Saliva?
Yeah, exactly.
Dribbling on
Yeah,
it? Okay.
so a lot of stuff going on.
I'm just holding a lot of different equipment, you know. All these drones.
Drone. There's a lot of equipment over here, I'll say that much. We've got electricity, voltage
Multimeter.
meters,
Yeah.
drones, multiple drones, controllers, water bottles, all
Honey.
sorts of things. Money,
Honey.
honey, sorry, yes, honey and money. There's a lot going
Yeah,
on. James
got a
Barnes on the
box.
broadcast. There's lots of gadgets and toys that be
Box
brought
full
out.
of batteries.
You normally change your shoes about 3 times a broadcast. You've kept these on today. Have you kind of fallen or taken a step back, perhaps would be a better way to say it, from the shoe game?
No, I've got 2 pairs of shoes right there.
But my point
the
is you
shelf.
kept the same pair on today. You're normally changing and mixing and matching throughout the day.
Yeah, no, I'm comfortable. We have better chairs now, so you know, I'm not so itchy. We've replaced the chairs. We've improved chairs, so
What's
I'm happy.
What's so many batteries? Like
for more power, Dan.
Maximum power.
Maximum power.
You showed me as a guy that
mini
licks
drone.
batteries, James.
That mini drone only flies for like 3 minutes, so.
3 minutes?
Yeah.
I don't want that.
Zzz, that's what the batteries are for.
Well, I want 20 minutes
Some
flight
staying
time.
power.
If I'm going on to a Virtual Boy headset, I need extra power than the 3 minutes.
That's why you get a box of batteries.
Wow. Back to that later. Now Fly with a great shot, the shotgun. That might finish him off. Not quite. Falls back. Vice and 12. Lucky to be alive. And then he lived to tell the tale after a close encounter with the Mac 7. 5 and 5 for now, but Naf has taken considerable damage as well. This is a very intense round. They saved a couple of weapons from the previous, but shotguns are out. Barely any utility left. And we're under the 1 minute mark. This is a CT-sided affair. Rogue to close it out in the third would be a little bit hard to believe. You told me that coming into this series that Rogue were going to win this 2-1. I wouldn't have believed you. But I guess I hadn't seen Rogue play in about a year, so I guess I don't really have much basis for that.
But it's part of your expectations of Liquid as well. You just are used to them being above 90% plus of the teams.
To be fair, I didn't even realize Nico had joined this team, so maybe my predictions would have been off anyway. With him in it, it's a different team altogether, I guess.
Well, here comes the A push. Max 7 will be eliminated. Max 7 not often your friends. Twist now. Oh, they line up. That's not too bad, is it? He finishes it off. It was looking terrible, but suddenly the quick 1 versus 3 will make things a little bit easier here for Team Liquids as they will exchange some guns. And here it is, the lineup. Couldn't be more lined up than that.
You really do. It's the most satisfying feeling you can get when they do the work for you. You don't even have to move the cross-aid. You just put it in one place, they run into it, offer themselves up. And we get into round number 14. Orgs are out. AWP for Nitro as well. What a game from him, but still plenty of rounds left. Grenade won't do too much damage. All bang will come in. They have the short water control. CT's focusing a little bit more towards A this time. You'll see Nitro and Elige holding the bathrooms right now. Elige will be the one baited in and watching. That's a nice little setup if you break it down. That's actually pretty cool. You just have to worry about the connector, I suppose. And that's what Nitro have to keep checking.
Liquid are good with these setups. You've got a lot of bait setups on CT sides across different maps.
Yeah, that's a really cool one. It means Elige is active to help up Nitro if he needs, and he's just got that slither. He won't get a kill from that, but he can call when people cross over, right? Or if it's smoked and they have to change things up.
Grenades deployed into the B-bomb site. It's his MSL's usual position, but the flashes will be avoided. Twist now looking for a third kill. The flash will maybe save Nico there with 2 of his own. Nafly sees the bomb now, holding down the B-bomb site. Some pre-fire sick by Monster. Hasn't been detected just yet, but 1 versus 3. There is time, but there isn't personnel. Ding dong from Nafly, and that's 7 apiece. It's a pretty tight first half, I've got to say. 7-7.
Splitting it right down the middle. Twists, this time the one to challenge towards Monster, but Nafly really with the most impressive play of the round. That's excellent work by him. Closes it out cleanly. Money actually broken. Liquid could steal this half victory away at the very final round. There is 6k on Hiko. He has been dropping guns like a madman, and he is actually top fragging right now. Here are the predictions from the users. 83% in favor of Liquid, 17% for Rogue, and a lot of people could be proven wrong at this point. Brought to you by Pinnacle.com. As we get into the final round of the first half. All power for MSL. What he delivers, 6 and 11 right now. So we know Nitro's been a little bit aggro towards middle. Could challenge Connector as well. You could go for a 4-man boost here in T-Spawn. I would say that's a good call. We haven't tried it at all yet. Maybe that's the play. Not going to happen.
Negative.
You can dream.
Well, Naf, how deep will he go? Offang will help by the slides, and Naf will slide straight into his demise. And that's not a good start there for Liquid, the better equipped team. What now? They are taking over sewers, which again can help out just due to the fact that if you got that extra info, extra position, then you can better predict where the T's are going, and you know where to stack your players And at this point as well, you know, they have a Legion of 4 position towards the bathrooms. They could start to think about maybe cheating a player back towards B, which would be Nitro. But instead, they will rely on their sole B defenders. That's a big kill from Stewie, holding on to Sewers, and now Twist sees that indeed it is going to be the B rush.
Does what he can, which won't be much on this occasion. Looking good for round number 8 for Rogue. Elysian Nitro trying to make a difference. Nothing to lose, got to go for it. Nothing to save, rather. Got the round to lose. Moving through. Smoke on short position. Elysia's the second last football to be punctured. And there's the last one in a motorway. Run over by the car, MSL. Rogue 8, Liquid 7 at half-time.
And that was a round that came in with 1 rifle, 1 AWP, and pistols. And MSL gets 3 kills in total. Pretty good.
That's positive. I think like a long-term thing that they can make those kind of situations work by having the right smarts and hitting the headshots, of course.
Of course.
It's promising. It is full of promise, Henry.
They could actually do this now. They go onto the CT side. They have the lead. Pistol is going to be everything here. Liquid seems such a streaky team right now. Goes from one end of the spectrum to the other, either completely lights out, no one can stop them, or a little bit disjointed. We'll see what we get in this final half.
Well, the connector challenge comes in, and it doesn't look too bad initially there for Rogue, but Map3 has something to say. And that's now a solid advantage moving in towards, well, I was going to say the A-bomb side, but wherever they choose to finish the round, they still have all the options available to them.
As soon as Nafly gets in those sort of positions, when he hits the first 2, you know he's getting the third. There's no doubt. As soon as he gets it set up, he knocks it out of the park every single time. But Sick could save the day here. If he overcommits this, though, oh my goodness, he doesn't. But he does get taken down. It's a 2 versus 1. Spencer, Hiko, Martin to save the day. Rolling back the years now, ready to go.
Jumping around, trying to avoid the headshots. Team Liquid. Spotted Hiko, don't know where the other player is. Quick look, still there? Yep, still there. Bomb planted. Flashbang, easily avoided by Hiko. No peek. They will both exit Monster Tunnel.
That's smart. They're just both returning back to Sewers. That's really smart.
Smoking a defuse kit for Hiko. Does he go deep to check Monster first? It might be difficult to hit him, actually, with these pistols, considering not going to be spraying with a weapon. In he goes, touching the bomb. They've got to get the knives out. There it is, absolutely perfect. That didn't look comfortable at all from that angle, and that will be the pistol run for Team Liquid.
Well, there it is.
Where did he knife him, Henry?
Sorry?
Where did he knife him?
Right in the back. Is that what you're going with? Did I miss a joke?
Oh, I wasn't sure. I couldn't tell. Just wanted to ask you where he. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I see what's happened now. All right, I missed it. I got it now. It's all good. Dan's laughing away. Giggling.
I think Gaddafi got stabbed in the bum. Was it Gaddafi?
I don't know. I don't know about many people who have been stabbed in the bum. Not willingly, anyway.
That wasn't the question.
just trying to lighten the mood a little bit. Anyway, who won that round?
Please sign here.
Liquid won that round, didn't it? It's a force buy in the second one. It's all gone a little bit crazy here. Normally happens about the third best of 3 of the day. Things start to fall apart. The wheels come off. But we have one more game to bring you after this, and who knows what's going to happen there. So stay tuned for that alone. Anyway, we'll get into it. 8-8, Stewie with the Mac-10. And the Galils and AKs are out. They've gone for firepower here, Liquid.
Yeah, we can't even go to any thoughts about that last best of 3. This one is still like the storyline continues of whether Liquid are going to allow this match to go or slip through their fingers. Or flashes at the ready there from Vice. Will it come in time for Sick? Sick goes for the peek, but I think it went too deep for Twist to get blind, but Naf certainly was, and that's 2 1v1s, which he'll win. And now there's a real chance at 3 versus 3. Vice with that 5-7 doing additional damage to bomb. I don't know how it will get planted at this point. Do they have a smoke? They do have a smoke. Nitro's taking a tag, though, from the scouts. This is looking scary.
17 seconds. They have to commit to the bomb plant. Ooh, it doesn't know
where do you do it?
Oh, that's awkward timing, isn't it?
He ran out of bullets as well.
Not ideal. 8 to 8. Who will take it to number 9? Nitro with a solid angle.
Oh no, everyone's running out of bullets. It's so awkward. Everyone is reloading. Just at the wrong moment. Rogue have done it.
All that
They've
Morse
taken the
code.
second round again.
Double reset.
Well,
Are we going to win this game?
That's better than winning the pistols.
well, they're going to force back in response. That's the problem. We'll see. Great stuff.
That was such a money flashbang.
A money
to get
flashback.
Yeah, to get those 2 kills. Like, the deep flash
Valuable.
from Vice.
I get it. I've just never had Dan talk
Sick
about
up.
It's a money play, man.
He's been to Brixton.
Money.
I just watched Swingers, you know. so-
Yes. I bet you did.
We live in LA now. Dan's been hanging out in Compton.
This is a money round right here. Watch out. Let's see what happens. It's going to be... No, actually, I take it back. There's no force buy, by the way. And somehow they've got the first pick and got an AK. It was MSL tweeted after the second map, I believe, saying, I made a mistake in the second round. And he's gone down first again here, given an AK up to a Liege. Has he done it again? Don't... Okay, I was about to say, if Nico goes down to a Glock, that would be a nightmare. But he's pulled it
2
back.
o'clock. 4 things. That is a lot of dudes. All day long.
Not even going to touch it down. I know you're going to bait me in now.
Tower of Humanity.
Oh, this is actually cool, isn't it? Wait, you might as well stay on this for a while, see what's available.
Triple dude stack.
Dudes all over the place. And still, they're not going to know you're necessarily there, but I would have committed to that. Either way, back we go. 40 seconds remain. No utility. They just need to send in the human shield, allow a Liege to mow down anyone on the other side, but the CT's very aware. There it is. There's the first. The cannon fodder is being deployed. This is a full eco, by the way. This is a full eco. P250's no armor, 2 Glocks. Oh my goodness.
Not like this. Maybe not like this, because the frags are coming back for Rogue, and they will be cleaning the rest up. That is a sigh of relief. Inhale, exhale, downward dog.
You a big yoga fan, James? Can't imagine you doing much yoga.
My brother teaches yoga.
Are you? That wasn't the question.
He teaches the brutal form of yoga where you hold the position for about 2 minutes.
In a
You
hot
reap
room?
the benefits of it. No, not the gimmick yoga,
Ooh.
but
Dan, what are your
I
thoughts
think
on
it's
hot
Iyengar
yoga?
yoga.
Um,
I'm a Pilates man though.
All right,
it's okay,
please
I guess.
focus on what Dan's got on. It's okay.
Yeah.
You don't do any yoga? Man
No,
recovering from injuries? I thought
Anyone
it'd be a
playing
lot of
Street
history.
Fighter.
He only does the rings on shoulders that get injured from
Yeah,
doing
that
the
sounds
rings.
like it would actually be...
Dan practices things that will break his body.
I'll rip your tendons instead
Yeah,
of
man.
mending
That's
them.
how you get stronger. You gotta break yourself.
How's the surgery, Dan?
It's good. It's worked out.
Everyone's fine, apart from Team Liquid right now. They are 5-3 down in terms of manpower. AKs are out. Kriegs are there too. But a distinct lack of utility on the T side. And we'll see if Nafli can recover situations. He's done many brilliant things today. But this one would be pretty unbelievable if he could do it. Nico, nice position. Makes a bit of a footstep there. His teammates are towards long, but they enter the bathrooms as well. Naf trying to bait our response from the CTs.
Setup delivers again. And the bomb will be taken away by Nico.
Lots of
Familiar
crossfires.
story.
Lots
No
of bait
smoke
and
this
switch.
time.
Sorry, I'm jumping in your time of
You are
commentary.
Henry.
Sorry, I take it back. I
Shocking
apologize.
behaviour. Liege 1 versus 4 with a good 35 seconds on the clock. There's one taken out. Does he check the outside? No. Continues to meander through the toilets. Double peek. 11 rounds for Rogue.
Well, well, well. Rogue in touching distance now of knocking Liquid out. Sounds a lot more dramatic than maybe is. Than week 1 of ECS. Like, even if they do lose this, they can come back in the subsequent weeks and qualify again. I guess it's more of a hindrance not being able to do it in the first week, but we'll see how this one goes. It means, I love this format because it means there's a good storyline every week. Instead of like, this team can't qualify, but we'll play it
Yeah.
anyway. There's actually something on the line every game. It's pretty cool.
Plus, you know, there'll be less data on Rogue. They won't have to play, like, they don't have to compete through Liquid again.
We just won't see them again for another 6 weeks if they make it all
Exactly.
the way. Yeah, it's just like, bye,
great.
Rogue. See you at the finals. Go practice. Get ready.
This didn't bring much order steering a boat, James.
Yeah, that's true. I have no comeback to that one. Had to go to physio after reversing a boat for 2 hours.
Don't you get RSI as well on your wrists?
Yeah, but that's
Got it all going on.
Yeah,
All the injuries.
that's all
from all
doing
your
good.
hobbies.
All of that stuff's doing good now.
Yeah?
Yeah,
All recovered?
yeah, pretty much. Solid stuff.
Well-
Not overdoing it, but maybe Team Liquid are asking for too much, moving towards the A site versus AWPs and Rifles, or are they? Two very quick headshots from the likes of Nitro and Elysian. Things could turn very quickly. Still 2 players on the site now, just trying to get a bomb plant, the spray, the knife, the swipe. Plant was successful, but there's some bonus money for Vice.
He could have stopped it by not going for the knife, but I like that he went for the knife.
I was about to ask anyone want to disclose any more ailments they've got, just to get it all out there?
Go on, Henry.
You don't want to get into my mind. Trust me. There's a lot going on in there that's not safe for the broadcast. But no, I'm pretty healthy apart from that. It's a broken mind. Everything else is good. We're all fine. But we'll see what happens here. Round 21. Nitro, the AWP. MSL. Same story. We'll see what can be done here. Holds towards long. And it's a... Oh, okay. So you can obviously boost in the flower bed, but this position allows you to be safe. If your flashbang comes in, you can bail out quickly. It's a bit more of an awkward angle. Less of you is exposed. And you can focus to the right-hand side without showing too much flesh. So, Pico, this is... I hate this position. It's one of those things, like, it's such a rat spot. You get up there, you blend in, it's camouflage.
Yeah. It's so annoying when you die to the off angles on the right side as well.
Yeah, I always died to that one.
Yeah, it just gets you like all the time. It's difficult to deal with. Nice
Patience
shot.
pays off.
Sometimes it's a bit finicky hitting those shots deep on, like from long at those long ranges. But that's a nice confident connection from MSL to start it off. 50 seconds for Liquid, and they don't have sewers, they don't have connector. Could go into connector, I suppose, but MSL, he's going to get himself another one through the smoke, or around the side of it. Liquid in real trouble at this point. Rogue looking very solid to get that 13th round on the board. That's a good trade coming in. 4 versus 2 now, 30 seconds, and Liquid have to speed up their push, and it might get to a position where they might start to think about saving, because I don't think there's any way in to a bomb site at this point. Stewie has to do something, and they have a very limited amount of time remaining now.
When there's a will, there's a way, Dan. You know that. And so does Stewie 2K. He's going to make this happen. Molotov in. Sets up Nitro. They'll have to watch the ramp here. Bomb does go down. But there's a lot of work to do for Nitro here. I think that might be it. Down he goes. Good effort to get the bomb planted at least, but ultimately Rogue win the round. Loss bonus now at maximum with that bomb plant. That's a nice, decent buy going forward. But time is running out. It's 13-8. Liquid, they're not looking their best here.
You know what I quite like about this format is the level of urgency in every match.
Yes.
If you lose, you're smoked. That's it. That's a wrap.
Yeah, and you have to come back and start the process again.
Yeah.
If you get to the grand final and lose, that's gutting, right? There's so much on the line. Not necessarily cash or the fact you're going to get through next week. It's just like we have all the work we've done this week now has been reset. We've got to do it all over again. So you're going to be gunning. It's not going to be treating this like it's an online game. This is valuable time for us. We want to make sure we put our best foot forward in every single map and don't risk anything, right? So
yeah, if you look at the initial matches of a round robin scenario, then you can't really see the impact, the weight of those matches until weeks later. But of course, you live or die by a win or loss. So now Rogue are 3 rounds away from victory. They have had 5 rounds won in a row, although 4 of those have had defuses, which means that Liquid must be getting to a certain point at least as far as the buy rounds are concerned. Moving quickly towards a short B position, going through the Molotov. They've got the bomb waiting outside, but seems to just want to take the map control first. They still have Nitro towards the playground area and Stewie in connector. Seems that maybe Rogue will contest this. Getting aggressive around that short B position, and Sick will see that now. There's nobody there. So Liquid have spent this time showing some presence, which has immediately been negated by Rogue.
this is so perfect from Sick. He only gets 1, but it's enough to shove them towards A. They can't go back and trade that. There's nothing that can be done. They're going to have to go back towards A or slow things right down. Stewie spots 1 jumping. Like I said, he can't just walk into B by himself. He has to go join his teammates. That's such an intelligent push from Sick. And it's really throwing a spanner in the works now. Less than a minute. They can't go hunting, and MSL has been pretty handy on overpass. He'll be waiting. What a shot that is.
I was about to say, like, that's one of the difficulties when you get to this point of the round. There's an AWP still deep on bathrooms. When the utility is kind of low and people are kind of lurking all over the place, it gets very dangerous. Those picks can just happen. And now look at the position that Team Liquid are in. Their desperation walk through Monster. You can see Rogue's setup on the B-bomb side is actually very good. They're already shuffling one more player around. Rogue are so favored here.
Flash was an inch away. Not that it would have yielded a kill. No one's in position. Rogue just waiting out. Look at the time on the clock. There's another Molotov to be deployed by Rogue. Things continue to get worse for Team Liquid. They've got no kills before 15 seconds left on the clock. The first kill for Liquid with 15 seconds left. 5 versus 2, 5 versus 1, whatever it was. It's 14-8 now. Rogue looking so comfortable on the CT side of overpass. That is a very fast reaction there from MSL. But the team look comfortable. Liquid don't seem to have an answer.
Yeah, that's such an incredible shot. I mean, and the fact that that shot sends Liquid into desperation mode for the 3 players push tunnels and monster tunnels. And at that point as well, with what Rogue knew about the map, they know that's coming before it hits the bomb site. They have plenty of time to prepare it. They had the rotation in. All the counter grenades were ready. Team Liquid are looking like they're about to get completely blown up here. They've only won the pistol round so far, and then not even the following round.
This is worrying for Liquid. You pointed out the major, massive disappointment with the context of the hype around the team. Going out in 8th place, not good enough. First, again, sure, week 1, it's not a huge deal, they get knocked out here, but still, against a team like Rogue, question marks are starting to appear around this team and whether it's going to work out. They rush towards B. They've managed to break down the initial defense, but now losing manpower as the seconds roll by. HP as well. It's just all going wrong for them. That is series points as not a single player goes down. The B rush in vain as Rogue need 1 more round to eliminate Liquid from this week of competition.
That's definitely the big red button being pressed by Liquid. Let's make a fast play, drop the smokes in and so on, and nothing. I'm impressed by Rogue. I'm impressed. I did expect to see something from Overpass because MSL, but this, I have to say, has probably exceeded all our expectations so far. Pretty much double the score of their opponents at the moment. Team Liquid, they're still able to get the AK-47s up, but again, I think they've only won the pistol round in this half. They've had basically no success.
Nico, nice position there. Tights around the party area, finds himself 2 players coming out of connector at a fast pace. And now he can fall back if he wants to, but he's got MSL out there so he can support, and MSL's going to pick up the bomb. This is looking like it's just done. Done and dusted. Nap, 1 versus 5. We've seen him do it before. The team seems deflated, dejected. All different kinds of failures are appearing suddenly.
No towel or rag can fix this mess. It's all gone wrong. And now, with less than a minute remaining, Naf will do whatever he can, but I feel like this is all she wrote, and we will say goodbye to Liquid in week 1 at least, as Rogue have done it. They have beat Team Liquid. They've got a long way to go in terms of the rest of the week, but this is a good start. You'd love to see it.
Yeah, the expected finals would be against NRG, but we'll see how that pans out. We had that best of 3 come in Space Station and NRG after this one.
Final game of the day.
But Naf, he's going to... Oh, he's walking straight into the crossfire. The baits with the jumping as well. It's just... There's nothing you can do. Nothing you can do. 16-8 Rogue.